Hi there, you're at the Chainlink Wyckoff session. So let's take a look at what the charts are telling us both in terms of weekly time frame as well as daily. Here we're looking at the weekly charts where previously we talked about we have just gone through second test, this orange one over here. That was the automatic rally after the selling climax, and as of this moment what we are seeing may likely be a sign of strength, not a distress signal. Yeah, SOS means sign of strength. So here, if this really is the case, there may be a little bit of retracement after the sign of strength, but the positive side is if you're looking for the price to go up, this may well be a sign where the accumulation period has at least passed half of the, what it is aiming to be. So even for this, say if these were the sign of strengths, let's say if there were 4 over there, for the entire period, let's say from the preliminary support all the way to here, that's 511 days. From here, however, to the first sign of strength was about 182 days. So it was 1/3 for the first sign of strength back in 2022. Hopefully this time, with all the positive regulatory environment, economic environment, as well as people's perception about crypto globally. I mean, a lot of places are, or big cities are fighting for being like a digital asset hub. So if all of that environment plus the positive development of the project itself, like a healthy team, active developers, high adoption, all these factors combined, we may see a new buying climax pretty soon, unless like something unexpected happens. There are always black swan in the market, so that's why we need our stop loss. Yeah. If somebody announced suddenly I'm going to bring another 200% of whatever tariff, etc. to a particular country or countries, then there certainly would be fluctuation. Let's look at daily. Here we see after the test, basically this in the daily would be a very strong sign of strength. Whether or not it is actually another buying climax, that's very tricky, because we did not have a, if this is really the buying climax, which it can be. I already talked about it last week, where we have these two resistance lines at $14.80 roughly, as well as the $15.94, or you can say $16, and that's where exactly the price got hammered over here. You see around the white line. So if supposedly this accumulation, so it ended up higher than the last one, likewise for this level also was higher, this assumingly would go higher than here. So let's say if the current place where we're at, this one, is really the sign of strength, expect a bit of retracements, and then we'll possibly see a backup or like last point of support period. So let's see whether that would happen that way. It doesn't always have to be. It can, just like these 2 days, right? It consolidate a bit and then it immediately shoot up. to the actual buying climax. That may be one scenario. If there's no sign of strength, but instead this is an immediate climb to the buying climax, it's the same case, because after the sign of strength, after a buying climax, both are the time for retracements to happen. So don't be surprised to see a drop after the past 6-7 days of price surge. I'm trying to update these charts to make the text larger, so it's easier for you to see, especially if you're watching on a mobile device. So here, that's where we are at, as well as when you look at the volume, it's been declining basically, especially when it got close to the white line over here. So be cautious what's coming next. Even if you're like positive about the next price actions, remember, stop loss.